Good afternoon. Here's the news at 1. I am Sarah Adesanya. The Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, in partnership with the Finsbury Hempstead Limited, has organized a one-day compliance workshop for industrial and commercial facilities in Lagos. The workshop, with the theme Regulatory Compliance for Sustainable Development, today and tomorrow, aimed at deepening stakeholders' understanding of regulatory compliance as a driver of long-term environmental sustainability. It was also to foster dialogue between the public and private sectors on best practices, innovations, and strategies for meeting environmental standards in a dynamic business environment. LASEPA's General Manager, Babatunde Ajayi, reaffirmed the agency's commitment to ensuring compliance along all sectors, noting that sustainable development can only be achieved through shared responsibility and strict adherence to environmental regulations. Ajayi highlighted LASEPA's recently signed a memorandum of understanding with some environmental organizations to strengthen policy implementation, encourage best practices, and address environmental violations across the state. The managing consultant, Finsbury Hempstead Limited, Jamiu Badmus, emphasized that environmental sustainability rests on three pillars: people, profit, and planet. The Lagos State Ferry Services, LAG Ferry, has been urged to deepen its collaboration with relevant government agencies to deliver safer and more efficient water transportation for residents. Permanent Secretary, Public Service Office, Sukomi Oyebola, made the call at the agency's 2025 Strategic Management Retreat with the theme Advancing Water Transportation for a Sustainable Lagos. Oyebola noted that no agency can work in isolation, and for LAG Ferry to achieve realistic delivery of efficient services to Lagosians, it must constantly interface with other agencies responsible for building jetties, providing access roads, and monitoring activities. Special advisor to the Governor Parastatal Monitoring Office, Ibrahim Obanikoro, emphasized PMO's role in monitoring state-owned enterprises to ensure alignment with the government objectives. He assured that the office would continue to support LAG Ferry in overcoming challenges and delivering sustainable water transport solutions. Earlier, LAG Ferry's managing director, Ladi Balogun, noted that this year's retreat focused on advancing sustainable transportation options, aligned with the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's Themes Plus agenda. He highlighted the integration of road, rail, and water transport at Mile 2 and CMS Marina as evidence of Lagos's growing multimodal transport network. President Bola Tinubu has approved the release of 16.7 billion naira for the immediate reconstruction of the Mokwa Bridge in Niger State, which was destroyed by flooding in May this year. Information and National Orientation Minister Mohammed Idris announced this in Abakaliki after a meeting with his works counterpart, Dave Umahi. Idris, who is leading a federal government delegation on a 3-day tour of project and citizen engagement in the southeast, said the approval underscored the administration's responsiveness to urgent infrastructure needs. The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, has appealed to passengers and aviation workers to uphold calm, courtesy, and professionalism. This follows the recent passenger assault incident involving popular Fuji musician Kwam One and the more recent incident on Ibom Air involving One Comfort Emerson. In a message posted on its official X account, FAN stressed that violence is never the answer, urging travelers to resolve grievances through proper channels. FAN also remind pilots and other aviation professionals of their duty to protect passengers and maintain confidence in Nigeria's air transport sector. The aviation regulator reassured the public that passenger safety and comfort remain paramount at all Nigerian airports. And in foreign news, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky says Russia is complicating efforts to end the war by rejecting calls for a ceasefire and continuing its military operation. Trump has said he wants to bypass a ceasefire in Ukraine in favor of a permanent peace agreement. Ukraine president was not invited to the U.S.-Russia summit, but is due to meet Trump in Washington, D.C. on Monday. Meanwhile, leaders of France, Germany, and the United Kingdom will hold a call on allies on the Ukraine war today. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria, FAN, has released the names of 26 athletes to represent the country at the Confederation of African Athletics Region 2 Senior Athletics Championships holding on Monday and Tuesday in Accra, Ghana. That contingent will compete in 20 events across the track and field disciplines at the University of Ghana Sports Complex in Legon on the technical guidance of Technical Director Gabriel Okun and the national head coach Solomon Aliyu. A veteran 400-meter specialist, Patience Okun George, will lead the team, which departs Lagos on Saturday ahead of the championships. AFN President Tonabok Okwa congratulated the selected athletes and charged them to be worthy ambassadors of the country. Nigeria topped last year's medals with 13 gold, 4 silver, and 1 bronze medals, with the 2 athlete contingents demonstrating their dominance in regional athletics. Just before we go, use the walkway where available to avoid accidents. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on my Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanlo administration provided 1,400 hostel beds for Lagos model colleges? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesanya Ejoyoka. I am Sarah Adesanya. Thank you for listening.